Hey, what are you doing there? Why are you standing at the door? Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. Okay, I forgot you're on camera and you cannot move. Let me help you. Hi everyone, welcome to my apartment. Because I'm going to move out of this place soon and I suddenly decided to film this video today because I feel like in the coming few days this apartment is gonna be a mess. And the time that you're watching this video, I guess I already moved to the new place. So this video can be also like a goodbye video with this current place. Yeah, let me show you around. Your first stop is this living room. As you can see, we have this couch. So this living room is where the magic happens. This is a shared space that I usually spend time with my flatmates, and sometimes we have a small scale parties. We're gonna gather in this space. If you have watched my previous videos before, like whenever I want to do a sit down talk, that kind of chatty videos, I will also sit on this sofa to film because it just has this aesthetic and really pretty. This is the same sofa from my previous place, but what has changed is that we bought this cover from IKEA and then changed it. It just looks completely different. But yeah, let's move to my little botanic garden inside this living room. My plant babies. They are all real plants, and I have to admit that since I moved to this place, I just have this big obsession with plants. I think one of the reasons is that the living room has enough sunlight so that all of my plants can grow strong and big. For example, like my pothos, because they grow so big, I have to cut them and trim it down a little bit, but then I don't want to throw away the cuttings, so that's why you can see these little plants. That's from the cuttings from that big plant. And I have this monsteras that is also thriving, and these bigger plants. And sometimes when I have friends coming to our apartment for the first time and they wouldn't know like if this one is like a real plant. And I also have my avocado tree. I think I started growing it since last winter. Keep it in the water. So I'm very proud of this corner. But what's more interesting is that corner. So this corner, if you still remember this bookshelf, this is the one that I used to put it in my bedroom. After we moved to this apartment, the bedroom is smaller than the previous place, and then I found that I don't have enough space to put this bookshelf, so I moved it to the living room, and somehow it looks quite nice. As you can see, we have some toys, and then my pencils are thriving, but then I'm not sure what's going on with it lately because it has some yellow leaves. Oh, you know what is interesting? So this is a gift my flatmate got from a friend for celebrating us to move in this new place. So it's basically a lot of pictures, exotic. But yeah, this is an interesting book. And on this side is the kitchen and our dining area. I would say that this place is really spacious. Even though all the bedrooms in this apartment is a little bit tiny, we do have a huge communal area. So this is the kitchen, and we do have a built-in, oh my god. This is a dishwasher, one of the most greatest inventions in the world that can save you a lot of time, but then we don't often use it, just occasionally use it when friends coming for party or for dinner. I want to show you the drawers. It's where we store everything. Little tea session. I think tea is one of the essential things at home, especially when you are working from home. So my favorite one, just peppermint from T2, not sponsored by T2 by the way. I love it, I love it. It is the best peppermint tea that I ever tried. And I also have this oolong tea, it's also from T2. This Thai milk tea that I got from local Asian grocery store is perfect. If you want to make some milk tea at home, just get this tea bags. This one has Van Gogh's painting on it. And I also have some herbal tea. As Chinese, this is what we always have, because whenever you have spicy food, you need some herbal tea to cool down. And I do like the fact that this kitchen has a lot of storage room. Let me open this. This is where I usually put my noodles. and this is where all the dishes comes in. This area is a little bit dark, so that I put some lights underneath. These lights are very useful to make this place brighter and make your food look more delicious. Also change the lights. Look at that! It has some intelligent mode. It can detect the sound and change the light. Anyways, but I usually just use the white light. But yeah, this is the kitchen. And for the dining area, this is also the same table like the one that I have in my previous place. So we just move it to this new place. These are the same pair of furniture, and we have this little station for snacks. Sometimes my friends come in and they saw this, they'll be like, oh, look at that, like a hotel, because you have this corner of snacks that you can just pick whatever you want. And even alcohol. Make yourself comfortable if you want. We also have my fake little olive tree that decorated as a Christmas tree. And we also have my guitar. It's mostly because I don't have enough space to put those things in my bedroom, so I leave it here as a decoration. But speaking of bedroom, let me quickly bring you to my room. Welcome to my bedroom. I spend most of the time in my bedroom than in the living room because this is the most comfortable place and most productive place. Even though this room is quite small, it's much smaller than my previous place. It has everything that I want. A double bed, a comfortable mattress, and I have the lights, the little corner for putting all of my makeup, my earrings, and I also have this big closet, and I also have my productivity corner. This desk is so close to my bed, which means that sometimes I can work until midnight and then just jump straight to my bed and sleep. PhD life. You know what? This standing table is very multifunctional. Let me show you. It's so stable and multifunctional, which means that sometimes when you're tired from work and you want to stretch, what you can do is stretch. After I change my little shaky desk to this stable and multifunctional standing desk, it made me feel content. And then what I also like about this corner is these two maps that I hang on the wall. Do like maps, and I chose these two cities that I find it, loved in. One is my hometown, Nanning from Guangxi province, and the other one is Melbourne in Australia. Another thing about these two maps is that after I hang them side by side on the wall, it also has this magical feeling that these two places, they are so far away from each other, but once you place them side by side, you find that they're so close. Bring me closer to my hometown in a way that I wish I could just jump from Melbourne to my hometown all of a sudden. As for the side table, I put my candle here and a book, and I also have my diffuser. It's my little comfort zone, especially at night when I'm stressed. I like to use my diffuser and put some essential oil in it. So I have this tea tree and I love it so much. So this is actually the second bottle that I got, and my recent favorite is this one. It's a lavender and grapefruit. I also have lots of air plugs. This is quite essential living in here because it's so close to the traffic. The background sound is very noisy, full of traffic, and sometimes the alarms. So it's actually like a noisy place, and I think the quality of the window and the quality of the wall is not that good. The noise cancelling it's just not working. So that's the reason why I have earplugs on the side of the bed, just in case when I am disturbed by the noise, I need to put on earplugs all the time. I guess this is one of the problems when you're living in the city, such a modernization and capitalization problem. So this is my closet. Like I said before, even though I have big closet and big mirrors, but then it's still smaller than my previous place. I have to pack everything within the closet because this is the only space that I can store my stuff. Ready? I think it doesn't look too bad, right? So these are all of my clothes are hanging there and some random stuff. Here I also have a shelf for my shoes. And on the other side, Yeah, doesn't look too bad, right? And I think I try to live a minimalist lifestyle. I know it doesn't look minimalist, but I'm trying my best. Alright, that's pretty much the apartment. I know I haven't shown you the other 2 bedrooms, but then that's my flatmate's rooms, and I'm not sure they are ready to film that yet. So this apartment is like a 3-bedroom and 2 bathrooms apartment. In general, I would say that it's quite comfortable to live here, and I do enjoy the views outside. It's so modern and so spectacular, especially at night when all the lights are on. So in general, it's a good place, but then like I said, it also has its problems, like the noise. The wall is so thin, like a piece of paper. I do enjoy living here, and I think I'll miss here. I'll miss the views, and I'll also miss this little space that I built for myself. I'm gonna miss all the nights that I have been struggling with sleeping, struggling with my work and other stuff, think about lives. So that's all for today. I hope you liked today's video, and I think next time when we meet each other, that will be my new place. I will see you next time. Bye!
I guess I thought I'd have it figured out by now, but I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how anybody else knows. Time keeps moving, I keep getting older. Fuck, where did my life go? I gave it up for something false I thought I chose. Here and now I'm waiting for a sign to tell me something I already know. It's a